Hi, welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. Today, we're trying something very special. Elijah Craig, Barrel Proof, A121. So, the first release of this year. Now, you may not know this, but I'm actually, contrary to many opinions within the bourbon community, I'm not a huge fan of Elijah Craig barrel proof bourbons. Now, I get why a lot of people love them. They are a great value. For the price, getting a 12-year-old cast strength bourbon is not something that you're going to find. But, for my personal palate, I find that they are a bit hot without... They're so hot that for me, I don't get a lot of the notes from them. I don't have that problem with Stag Jr. I don't have that problem with Booker's. As you know, I'm in the middle of Booker's month right now. And this is a 61.8%. And the three that I did today were all higher than this. All of them. All of them were higher proof than this. And I have no problem picking out notes, but for some reason, on most Elijah Craig barrel proofs, I have a hard time picking out notes because they're just so hot, they just blow my palate out, and it's got to be a mash bill thing. I don't know what it is, but that's been the situation. And I've had Elijah Craig BPs from multiple different years, multiple different releases. I tend to buy them, and I tend to not enjoy them. Now, I love regular Elijah Craig, and I'm in the camp of loving the toasted barrel Elijah Craig. I love store pick Elijah Craigs, all being lower proof. I get more notes out of them. They're bigger, more interesting. Even blind, I tend to prefer the regular Elijah Craig over Elijah Craig BP. For whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. Just, it's a me problem. It's not a you problem. It's not an Elijah Craig problem. It's a me problem. But anyway, so I finally found the A121. So first release from this year. I found it at retail, and so of course I grabbed it. I've seen a lot of reviews, people saying that it's wonderful. As you can see, I've had a little bit, so let's see if this year's first release of Elijah Craig BP can change my mind. And throughout this year, I will collect the other two releases from this year, and we will compare them as I get them. We'll do another Elijah Craig video in a little while, and compare this to the second release, and then the third. And we'll have some fun with it. So, for now, let's try this one. See, this year's release is taking everything that I said and drop kicking it out a window. Vanilla, cherry, orange, like pound cake. I have a good friend named Mariana who makes an orange cake that it's a Brazilian dessert recipe from her mother, and it's one of my favorite cakes that I've ever had in my life. And I actually get a hint of the smell of that cake in this glass. Just gorgeous, citrusy, cakey note, along with that vanilla and the cherry, and a wonderful amount of really sweet smelling oak. A little bit of funkiness. It's funny, I only pick up the funkiness in my right nostril. My left nostril, no funkiness. That's so weird how your senses are so strange like that. The right nostril, left nostril, I get more of that citrus note. In the right nostril, I'm getting the oak and or not the orange, the oak and the cherry. And the vanilla. It's funny, all the citrus is on the left. Let's taste it. Oh. There's the rye. Vanilla. Super, super creamy. It's like someone marinated oak in milk or in heavy cream. Super creamy with an oak note. Rye layered. It's funny, the rye doesn't really show up more on the nose after tasting it. It's still hanging out on the palate. Mouth is totally watering like crazy right now. It's definitely showing its age. It's very spicy, but not overwhelmingly so. I had a couple Bookers that I just tasted that were spicier than this. This is very drinkable, very nice, very pretty for an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Now, there's a lot of people that swear by Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Love it. Think it's the best thing since sliced bread. And I've always been like, what? Until now. This is probably, I think, the best. I think definitely this is the best Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that I've ever had. It's not overly oaked like the 18-year gets to be. Although I had the old 18-year with the older label with the vines on it. If you ever see one of those, I don't care how much it is, just buy it. The older one. Not the new one where it looks like a military badge on the front. The old one where there's like vines on it. Get the older Elijah Craig 18. The new one is so over oaked and just rough. The older one, I'm like, oh, amazing. This is getting a hint of that artificial sweet candy, like circus peanut. Almost, not quite, but almost circus peanut. Amazingly cinnamon bread. With those cinnamon twists. Vanilla, heavy cherry. This is a vanilla cherry bomb. Butterscotch. Caramel. And that rye. Ooh. I have to put Elijah Craig A121 on the nice list. This one goes on the nice list. This is the best Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that I've ever had. If you see one, grab it. That's great. Wow. It takes you on such a ride, but it's not harsh at any point. That's the thing that I haven't enjoyed. They've always been harsh and spiky and rough and pointy. This one is just smooth and delicious. I know you guys hate that word. I don't care. Smooth is a good word to describe a whiskey that doesn't fight you to people who are not super deep into their whiskey journey. So I don't care. I'm going to use it. It's smooth. It's easy to drink. It's round. I can get into all the geeky words too, but speaking to the noobs, to the people who aren't super deep into their whiskey journey like I was 5 years ago, this whiskey is smooth. It's nice and round. easy to drink. It doesn't fight you. It's not punching back. It's just giving you solid note after note of a really nice journey. If you see one, grab one. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, have a great day.